Alright then guys, welcome to the video, welcome back to the channel, and today is a video that has actually been quite highly requested by a lot of you. I got a lot of comments asking what this thing actually sounds like. So today is going to be me basically driving this thing, getting some exhaust clip sounds from outside the car so we can all learn what this thing sounds like, because there isn't that much content out there about the Solid Fab exhaust system. So today I'm hopefully going to answer that question for all of us. So that anyone that doesn't know, I've got a Solid Fab Big Bore manifold into the Solid Fab Super Silent 3-inch exhaust. So let's head out, see what this thing's going to sound like. It's also going to be interesting to see what this sounds like compared to the spoon exhaust, because I did do the same video with that. So let's head out in the car and let's see what it's like. All right guys, we're out. It's really bright, so I've got the sun visors on, which I hate in these things because they're basically like surfboards. And we've got a straight road in front of us. I'm going to do a launch control actually. This is going to be the first time I've actually even tried the launch control with this map. Whoa, missed second. Apart from completely screwing that up, it definitely feels a lot smoother than the previous map in terms of the launch as well. As I'm on my return journey, I might as well get a bit of induction sound for us all. Should sound pretty cool as well. It does just feel like just unrestricted. You don't really get the raspiness from it like it was before. So let's get a second into third gear flyby now. Oh, this car is amazing. Even me talking to you right now, you can just tell that if I accelerate a bit, you don't get those raspy sort of crackly sounds which it used to have with the spoon exhaust, which is a lot nicer. It feels just a lot smoother, even in terms of the sound as well as the power delivery, which is obviously a lot nicer for a daily driver. It's definitely sort of a win-win really, because it sounds amazing, but also just generally it's just a nicer car to drive daily now, rather than it being so in your face with the rasp and everything. Don't get me wrong, it's still a loud car. It's not quite as quiet as I thought it was going to be on idle and stuff, but it's still so much better than it was before that I can't really complain, to be honest. But yeah, even the fact that I can actually talk to you guys without it being crazy loud, even at just normal speeds, obviously that translates to when I've got passengers in the car, I can actually talk to them. I have very recently done about 600 miles, so I've had a bit more time to actually get used to it. But this is still only 3 or 4 weeks since it's all been done, so I'm still figuring it out. Let's get some more induction flybys. Does sound amazing. I think I might try and get more of a second gear pull past the camera rather than a second into third gear change as well. I love this car. It is so much fun, even in a straight line. Another thing, which I don't know whether you'll be able to pick up from the mic in here or whether it's just too loud on the outside mic, but I get this spooling sound, which I did mention in that first drive video, which I've been told by one of you guys actually that it's to do with the flexi and just the way it flows the air. You get this really cool whistling sound. It's just like an extra cool noise now, which I suppose you could class as a trade-off for not having the flames anymore, which I suppose for this video is a bit of a downside because the flames are super cool. So I'm gonna have a listen to these clips. Hopefully they're all good. If they are, we'll go and jump up to the bridge and get some clips there. Okay, so sounds amazing. Pretty happy about that from the one clip I did listen to. I'm going to try and do the launch again because I forgot that I messed that up massively, and having that launch clip would be pretty cool. Okay. Right, let's see if I can do this. That's definitely going to make the 0 to 60 videos interesting. Obviously that's going to be something coming in the future. Definitely make sure you're subscribed to see some more funny videos like that. I think it's only right that we go and head to the bridge tunnel thing and get some clips under there. So let's have a listen to what this thing's like with a bit of an echo as well. I've just run back to the car after setting everything up. I'm going to put the windows down because it's going to be, well, it's really warm, but also it's going to sound way cooler for me. It'd be rude not to go on going this way. This isn't the way I wanted to go to get all the shots, but got a nice EP2 Civic Sport here as well. Right, so first one's going to be, I'm going to do second gear all the way through, I think is the plan. Let's see what this thing's going to sound like. All right, here we go. Oh man. Oh, this thing is so sick. I don't even have words to explain it. It still sounds amazing, but it's way more livable than the spoon system. And it's just how I've always wanted the car to be, basically. It's so cool to have this thing that you've always wanted. Let's do a little downshift. Right, so I'll go for a second gear to third gear change under the tunnel. That's the plan. The way this thing just is so effortless through the gears now, it's just so smooth. It makes driving it just even more fun than normal. Obviously you guys know, like, these cars love to be revved. That is the encouragement you get from the car, even in standard form. But when it's like this, it's like another level of that. It's just like, please, please, please. Yeah, slow right down, get a first gear, pull under the bridge. Oh, it's so good. For the sake of science, that was good. I think we've learned quite a lot there, guys. Okay, so as the roads are actually pretty clear today, I'm actually going to try and launch it under the bridge, which I think is going to sound ridiculous. I'm going to have to be super quick on this one though. That was violent. I was slightly rolling. It still worked though. Very slow to change it to second, but Jesus. Let's get some exhaust clips of this thing and let's see what this thing sounds like on the motorway so you can make your informed decisions on whether you think this is the exhaust for you. As you can hear, guys, it's quite obvious. It's actually not as noticeable when there's not a load of stuff in the car, because where I've just been, I had 3 people in the car as well as a load of stuff. So it's less noticeable when you've got less weight in, but it's that sound. I'd say this is potentially the only downside to the Solid Fab, but I don't really know how you can escape from the drone with it whilst also having something so free-flowing. It is still a worthy trade-off. As you slow down a bit, it's not as bad. It's only when you're sort of around the 70-mile-an-hour mark that it's really obvious. Yeah, that sound just around here is, that for a long time is just pretty annoying. Just something to bear in mind. It really isn't a deal breaker for me. It's just something that I understand I've got to live with, but just thought that was worth throwing in this video in case this is the only video you're going to watch about the Solid Fab exhaust system. Let's obviously strap this GoPro to the back of the car to get some proper exhaust clips as well. First of all, amazing that that GoPro footage actually picked up that whistling sound I was talking about earlier in the video. It sounds super cool when you're actually driving it around and stuff. What I'm also going to do right now is, again, for the sake of science, I'm going to do a side-by-side comparison between the spoon system and the Solid Fab so you can decide for yourself which sounds better. Obviously, the power gains of the Solid Fab mean that it is the obvious choice, but in case you are purely looking for the sound, I thought I'd put them next to each other. Plus, why not? I've got the footage of both. So here is the spoon system followed by the Solid Fab in various situations. So as you can see guys, it is actually pretty obvious the difference between the two. I do think potentially the spoon system does sound a little bit cooler, but the trade-off and everything is not worth it for the power and the livability from the daily drivability point of view as well. Leave a comment down below on which one you think sounds better, because I'll be interested to know if you think it was worth it or not. But yeah, it was good to get this video together because obviously there isn't that much content out there on this exhaust system, so I'm super happy on how it all turned out. It sounds amazing, and obviously it's super fun to drive, as you could tell from this video and my reactions and everything. Let me know if there are any other videos you want to see with the EP3 in terms of what it sounds like or whatever, because happy to make those as well. But I'm hoping this gave you some sort of useful information if you are thinking of getting this exhaust. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. Don't forget to comment down below on what clip you think sounds the best. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see plenty of content on this Civic. Loads on the channel already, more still to come obviously, and stuff for the S2000 as well. Don't forget to like this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.